Hello, Tarot gang. This is Tarot Broad here, about to give you a new reading on the success that you're currently working on. And we're going to use my usual decks. I'm going to start with an oracle, like Peanuts Tarot and the Rider-Waite. And we're going to start. If this resonates with you, please hit like. Recommend me to people you know if you want. And let's begin. First, we're going to ask for a theme, what it is that you're working on right now, or what the theme of the reading is going to be here. Let's see. The theme of the reading is what you're working on to create success. And we're going to get starting with the Guardian Angel card. This tells me that you've been working on communication of some sort in order to solve a problem of some sort. Could also be that maybe you're trying to help someone in some way, but there's a lot of communication going on here, and that's what you're working on. All right, so we're going to start with what you're doing right. Okay. Or what's going right here. Let's just reword that a little bit. What's going right? Okay. So what's going right? You have, in this case, the Seven of Shovels, which correlates with the swords. So there's like two things or a couple of things that you've already sort of just kind of put on the ground. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 still that you're holding on to and walking away with. So it's like you're just leaving those. There's some ideas that are just you feel you'll either get back to later, and you're going to sort of sort through the other ones. And there's like a main one here, as you can see, it's darker than the rest. There's one here that you really feel a little bit more confident with, but you're still toying around with the other ones as well. So you're making good ground as far as like where you're at currently. That's what I can see. Now let's see. What more can be done? Oh, well, this kind of just came out here. What more can be done is you got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, what more can be done as far as this goes is maybe just paying attention to some of the successes that you've had so far. As you can see here, there's like the pentacles are like in the bush, right? So it's kind of like there's like flowers that have been blooming. So, and you have here this character who's smiling and just looking at the bird. So it's kind of like, you know, you can just take a brief moment and just celebrate some of the successes that you've made for whoever is involved. And then you can, you know, add a little more to that a little later if you if you can or need to. Oh, just realized this always gets me is the glare. Sometimes you can't see the other cards. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now let's see. How about some words of encouragement here? Okay. The King of Spades. All right, I know I mentioned that this was shovels, but it's spades, and it correlates with the swords. Here you have the King of Spades, and as you can see, just you know, you're taking on like a leadership role, and you seem to be doing it in a way that, you know, you're not like questioning it too much or doubting yourself too much. Even if you're a little nervous, you're still like stepping into it. You know, you're stepping up to the platform, in other words. So you know, you have that going for you here. You're stepping up to the platform, so you know that's something to be proud of. All right, now we're gonna just try to get some more, little more info on on the seven of spades there, seven of swords. You know, which was the what's going right card. So clarity on the seven of swords, please. Oh, jeez, excuse me. Sorry, this card fell out here. You got the three of swords. Now what you're doing right is taking what's still good, what you know is good. I mean, you have one idea here that you know is good. This darker one, see how the handle on it's darker? And you got the other ones too that you're gonna, you know, still utilize. So you're doing good on that. And that card, you know, as far as this goes here, is that you just went through a period of some disappointment of some kind. So that's why you're just kind of like leaving a few things that didn't work behind and just gonna sample out the rest. Okay, and let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles, or add to the Nine of Pentacles, let's put it that way. You got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's saying to sort of celebrate the small successes here. And you got the Seven of Wands, and as you can see, it's like you're at the top, right? And you got all these kind of coming at you here, but you're the one at the top. You're at a more you're in a position where you have more leverage already at this point. So just take a breath for a moment, or whatever it is that you are doing, and just realize how far you've come so far. Okay, and King of Spades, it's, you know, you're being encouraged, like you mentioned here, that you've taken on the leadership role. So, you know, kudos to you. Now, why the King of Swords here? Why the King of Swords? You can like to just kind of add a little more additional info on that one. Look at that. got the Eight of Pentacles. You know, you're taking on a leadership role. And as you've been able to, because you've actually put so much work already into it, that you have what it takes to take on that leadership role. See here how like this is busy at work and doing stuff and you know, in the grind and everything and all that. So you have been putting in the work so that you have what it takes to take on that role. So just we're going to close out with just a few words of advice. Okay? Some advice. Got the Ten of Swords here. I mean, and although you feel this way or things feel this way from time to time, where you're just like, oh, you're just like, oh. I mean, look at that. All right. There's advice here that, yeah, you do feel like that. But look at where how far you've come as well. You know? So let's just get one more card just to support that. Some more words of advice. That card, sometimes you see it and you're just like, ah, you just want to say that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. There you go. Look at that. Okay. All right, so you've already been through this, you know. That's where a lot of, even this card here, you know, came up also, is that you've already been through that. And that's why this card came up here and this card came up here. You know, just a reminder to, you know, celebrate the successes and to realize that you got leverage at this point and you are past that because now you have the world to gain in a lot of ways. And you're taking a step into something new or into another success that you're going to create here. And whatever endeavor this is, you know, it's going to work out because you put so much work into it already. And it's not something that you just all of a sudden thought about, you know, it's something that you've been putting a lot of work in, you know. So this is your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonates. If it does, please hit like and take care.